Hey K Squad, today we're talking about living below your means this year so you can reach your financial goals. Let's do this. In order to live below your means this year, we've got to spend less than we earn. This isn't really debatable. It is simple math, the art of subtraction. So if we start with what you earn and then we subtract what you spend, it should be less so that we can take some money and save it. But if you take what you earn and then you subtract what you've spent and it's more than you earn, then you're going to be in the red. This year, we want to make sure you're in savings mode by making sure we never live above our means. And in fact, live below it so we can reach some savings goals. I'm on a radio show promoting my Frugal Friday video each week. And the hosts, every time we're having conversations about my Frugal Friday video and my tips of the week and the topic of the week, they always say, Kate, you are so disciplined. And it's so funny for people to use that word when it comes to me, because honestly, when I hear the word discipline, I think strict, stringent, sharp boundaries, not flexible. Like I think of those types of words when I think of a disciplined person, and I don't really see myself that way. In fact, sometimes I think I'm not disciplined at all, and it's just a matter of the habits I create and going through those daily habits that I have put into place in order to get my results. I don't think I'm really a disciplined person. I am a person that thrives on routines and executing my habits to get my results. I will leave several of my Frugal Habits videos on the end screens here at the very end of this video for you to watch next. But let me keep going with this train of thought so you understand where I'm coming from. In the comments of the last video, you let me know you really would like to know what are some of my finance goals for this year. So let me share that with you first. My first goal every year since I started investing, which was in my late 30s. So I'm still kind of relatively new to investing because I just started. I believe I was probably 37. The goal is to max out my Roth IRA. And some of you are older than that and you have not started yet. So if you have never heard of a Roth IRA or you've kind of heard about it, but you're not really sure where to start, I'm going to leave a video down in the description box from another creator. His name is Joshua Mayo. I was checking it out the other day and I thought this might be very useful for you if you are interested in starting one. It's real concise. It's like 12 minutes long. And I feel like he did a really good job. He also uses Fidelity like I do. So I thought it was the perfect resource to refer you to if you want to try doing that this year. Also, let Joshua know in the comments. Kaden says, hey, the maximum this year, this is actually increased, for anyone under 50 is $6,500. It used to be $6,000, but that just increased. If you are over 50, it has also increased to $7,500. I believe it was $7,000 before. So under 50, $6,500 you can contribute. Over 50, $7,500 you can contribute if you are not invested in a retirement. I, of course, would first look to my employer to see if there's a 401k or a 403b. But if that's not an option and you have earned income, look into a Roth IRA. You will not regret it. I was watching another one of Joshua's videos that he was sharing talking about if you are over 50 and you haven't started investing yet, what you should do right away. I can also leave that comment. Yeah, I'm just going to send you over to Josh's channel today for 2 videos. But seriously, it had me thinking because I'm not over 50 yet, but I did start my investing when I was older. And I went over to the Social Security website this morning and I was looking at what would be my monthly paycheck when I retire just right now at this point. And man, you guys, it was a little discouraging because it would be just say like roughly $2,000. And if I didn't have my other retirement accounts to help with that, $2,000, and I know some people it's even less. I think the average is around $1,500. That would be tight. That would be really tight. That's another reason why I'm working so hard to get my house paid off early so that I don't have a mortgage later down the road. There's a lot to think about. And just seeing that number this morning made me think, I've got to keep living below my means even this early in life so that I can prepare for the future. And I know some people, they don't want to think about the future. It's daunting. It's scary. And then there's some people that are like, I'm not even going to have a retirement plan. I'm just going to wing it. I don't think that's probably the best plan, though I try not to be judgmental, but I think we got to meet somewhere in the middle. You don't have to be investing all your money, but investing no money might really put you in a crunch later down the road. So I would just look into it, see your options, watch that video, and get invested so that your new year, at least you're invested. Because you guys know, I've told you, the power of compound interest is so powerful. The sooner you invest, the better. If you didn't do it 20 years ago, the best next time is today. The next huge financial goal, you guys, you know, is paying down this mortgage earlier than expected. I have a 30-year mortgage right now, and I bought the house when I was 41. So that would mean if I paid it all the way through and only paid exactly what was expected, I wouldn't pay off this house until I'm 71. And truth be told, Kate style, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I need to pay it down sooner than that for my peace of mind. And I just want to, I hate having debt. You guys know this. I hate it. So the first year I was committed to paying an additional $100 toward the principal each month so that I could cut down the principal payment. Now, at first you might think $100 extra, you're able to dig out $100 extra. Well, this is where my budgeting comes into place. If I didn't know exactly how much I earned and exactly what I was putting out, I wouldn't even know if I had that money to really attack this. But when I planned out my budget and I realized that if I, tweak a couple things here and there, I could do the $100 a month. So that was my first commitment to paying off the mortgage earlier than expected. The next year, I became so accustomed to doing the 100, I thought, could I pull off 200? Could I double that and put that toward the principal? Would it really matter if I were working hard and, had that extra 100 or rearrange my budget so that I was focused, eyes on the prize at this goal? So I did it, and I did it. I was able to continue doing that all year long, putting $200 additional toward the principal each month to peck away at this mortgage. Well, here we are in the new year. And of course, I'm always thinking, what can I do? My new goal this year is to put an additional $300 a month toward the principal each month. And you're probably thinking now, all right, where are you getting this money? And the answer is the additional work that I do. This, if I were just managing like my regular base salary at my 9-to-5 job, it would be really tight to get these goals accomplished. So I'm telling you the truth. The side hustle, the additional work I do, taking on choreography, having a YouTube channel, all the things that make me extra money are the things that are helping me reach these goals. If I didn't have my additional work that I do on the side, I say side because YouTube is supposed to be on the side, but you guys know this is becoming rapidly bigger than the side. And this is wonderful. I'm so appreciative. I love it, but it's a little bit more than a side. it's Again, I'm so grateful for every single one of you watching and continuing to watch this channel and help me grow. For me, it would be really hard if I only worked my 40 hours ever, never working beyond that, never earning a dime beyond that. It would be very challenging for me. And I know not everyone can do that, or not everyone is used to doing that. But if you want to continue to live below your means and you want to be reaching some goals that maybe seem a little out of reach, sometimes just adding a little extra work and earning a little more can make a huge difference. I plan to do an annual debt payoff video every single year. If you missed the first one, I'll leave that one down in the description box also under Joshua's videos so you can see where I'm currently at in my debt payoff journey. Living below your means all year long does take some effort. It takes some planning. And then, of course, the tracking of the spending is crucial. The budget is my number one tool in continuing to living below my means. If you missed my live budget class that I just did this past week, go back into my videos under the live tab and check out how to get started with a budget so that you can live below your means this year and save like you've never saved before with intention. I, of course, will have more mini financial goals throughout the year, but my two main ones are to make sure that I am invested in my Roth IRA and to pay down this mortgage as soon as possible. Those are my two big fish that I am probably going to be having every single year until that mortgage is paid off, and the Roth IRA, of course, will continue for as long as I invest, which will be a long time. Notice I'm not listing a million things this year. I find that if I have a smaller list of goals, it's more likely that I will reach them because I am focused. And as you know, that is my word of the year this year, focus. Oh, some of you are asking, what is one of my YouTube goals? My biggest YouTube goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers on this channel. It is a dream of mine to get that silver play button so I can pop it up right here. So I thought I would just put it out into the universe right now and let you know that would be my ultimate goal, to reach 100K. With that being said, let me know in the comments if you could accomplish one thing this year. It could be financial, it could be other. Let us know in the comments. This will help you focus too. When you think about what do you really want, let us know. What is the one thing, if you could accomplish anything this year, what would it be? I can't wait to read and find out. Now, if you would like to see some specific frugal habits that I do daily, weekly, etc., please check out these videos next so you have more specific, exact examples of the habits I use to stay living below my means. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell so you're notified each time I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.